All right. We're still talking tennis right here in the course of the show, and of course, let's connect with our guest. That's the coach, the national tennis coach, Rotimi Akinloye, who is already standing by live to give us his thoughts on the performance of Team Nigeria. Great to have you, Coach Akinloye, on the show. Good morning.
Good morning, Nigeria. Salah.
All right, happy Salah. Well, the Salah holidays are already over, but let's look at it. Talking about tennis, what's your view of a performance of the athletes at the just concluded Africa Games in Brazzaville, Congo?
Well, I think we gave a good account of ourselves because when you look at the depth of our team, as far as all African game is concerned, I think we have done relatively well. This is not what we promised Nigerians. Just before the games, we promised 2 gold medals after assessing the strengths and weaknesses of other contenders, other countries competing in these all African games. It was very unfortunate that we didn't win more than silver in the men's team. And to correct your earlier impression that we won only silver, we won a bronze medal in the ladies' doubles, which was not captured here in your studio or in Nigerian press. I think we had a very terrible day. I remember 15th of this month. We played 8 quarterfinal matches. And to the amazement of the whole team, we lost 7 out of those 8 quarterfinal matches, which till now I can't really fathom why it happened, because we had a very good team, and we believe in that team, and the boys were really giving their best. I think that's behind us now. We have to look forward, and we have to give kudos to our boys and girls who did this nation proud. In terms of medal expression, I know Nigerians are not satisfied, and myself as the head coach and the coaching crew and the federation, we are not particularly satisfied. We have a very bright future, and what it takes to launch our players into full professional circuit is what we should be looking at now. And I think, from my view, I really watched what was going on, and I'm happy to have the Director General of the National Sports Commission in the helm of affairs now, because this is a technical man who went through the rank. He was an international national athlete, and he was there for everybody, and every time he kept encouraging everybody, almost everybody by name, the coaches by name. This is what we want, and I think we have to, say that we are ready to go in subsequent events. If you look at it already in West Africa, we dominate tennis as far as junior is concerned. So we have to look at the grassroots program of this National Sports Commission through the federation, so that we can have replacement players for the crop of established national stars that we have now.
Okay, now, you said you were actually satisfied with the performance of the team. Now, where do we go from here? You still have other games coming up. I know it's going to be difficult for the Olympics, but other tournaments coming up internationally, of course, across Africa. How are you going to address the issue of Nigeria actually representing the country well and the players coming out on top of some of the championships?
As for where do we go from here? I'm one of those coaches. Anywhere I go in the world, I study very well the models. And one thing that is not going on for us here is not that of players. A world-class environment will produce world-class athletes. And if you don't have world-class environment, we will be having this pocket of results.
When you say world-class environment, what actually do you mean by that?
Okay, tennis as a sport, it's very peculiar because we have to have the necessary equipment, not just having the tennis racket, the tennis court. We need, a tennis gym. It's a team that comprises of trainers, managers, marketers, and above all, having our players to play professional events. Well, if you see what's going on here, the 4 players we took to all African Games, the difference between them is very, very minimal. That's what I meant by having depth in the team. And if you look at Africa today, after the All African Games, we came second best team in Africa is because of the depth of our team. And if you look at the individual performance, we are distant. If we have our players playing professional events, not just playing just one Governor's Cup or the Tombin Futures, it's much more than that. From one tournament, our players were able to be ranked around the top 1,200. Some are ranked distant 2,000 just from one tournament. You can imagine if we play 10 professional events in the year, we will have the top 400 or 500 if they are playing well, you know, and gathering the necessary points. I think Nigerians should understand this. I think we also know that tennis is a capital-intensive sport. We rely on the sponsors for us to make an appreciable impact in the world of tennis. The few sponsors we have, we thank them so much. Without them, there's no way we would have survived any of this tournament. And we have a federation that is very, very proactive. And above all, the National Sports Commission, and the way I see it, is ready to invest in other sports, in quote, other sports, because we have some special sports. We have the grade A sports, grade B, and grade C. I listened earlier on in your program when you have wrestling bringing 19 medals. I think we should look at sport that, you know, gets more than one medal and invest in that. I think in games like All African Games or Olympics or Commonwealth, Nigerians will be doing very well. I think we are not far from it. We should continue to encourage our players, channels, or the print and electronic media. You are stakeholders to this crusade of having our players in the world of tennis. We are all very. It's a team that we should really be looking forward. You know, helping one another to achieve our aims. Because if you have a program that is not, if you have objective that is not measurable and achievable, then you don't go anywhere. So I think we have look at it in the near future that our players will be in the top 1,000, not above the 1,000.
That's the dream, coach. Let's take it forward now. I'm concerned about the plans that the Federation have in place. Forget the problems, forget the African Games, forget the silver medal. How can we develop tennis, particularly going to the grassroots and the schools?
Yeah, we presently, Nigerian Tennis Federation, presently have what is called the JTI, Junior Tennis Initiative. And you know our school systems here. It's very, very difficult for you to take tennis to school. So what the Federation does is that we have an after-school activities, which I'm the national coordinator over the years, and this has produced a lot of players that has replaced the likes of myself and the Babalolas, the Yakubu Suleiman, the Monites, and name it, through the Emilio Clinic, which was been sponsored by Nestle for 19 years before we lost the sponsorship. But right now, through the effort of the Nigerian Tennis Federation, we are running a after-school program, which is supposed to be a school program. Yeah, I think we have to fashion out a way where we take tennis to schools. This is very important because if you don't have replacement players, sooner rather than later you'll be having a void. And the moment you have a void, then the result will not come. So this is where we should go from there. And I'm very happy the National Sports Commission has this grassroots department. And we will be working very close with this department to see that we have a sustained junior program that includes training, tournaments. And that's another aspect that we really looking for sponsors to have a lot of junior tournaments and senior tournaments. And this area we have to thank Setako Clinic, Setako Nigeria Limited, and CBN and NMPC for doing some of this junior tournament that we have. And we have a president in Sani Danusa who is very, very interested in this program. And the International Tennis Federation, they've been able to recognize Nigeria as one of these few African countries that has this program. We have a 5-year development plan in place, which expired last year. We have developed another one. And they have given us kudos. And we should do our bit to make sure that this confidence that has been reposed on us, we keep it going.
All right, definitely. I think you said quite a lot, and we can only hope that some of the things you've talked about, going forward, will definitely be looked into, because we want to see Nigeria do well in the sport of tennis. Well, thank you so much, Coach Rotimi Akinloye, for spending time with us on the show today.
Thank you. God bless you all.